Painting is everything, and that's maybe a cop-out answer, but like that's the only way I can describe it. Like I feel as if like if I don't paint, I get a bit weird and twitchy. So it's better for everybody if I paint. Within London and within New York especially, like there's a culture of artists sort of like supporting each other no matter where they're from, and sort of, which means that like ultimately to be a young artist right now means to be a part of a growing community where like you can see your contemporaries, you're being supported by them, you're supporting them, they're supporting you, and you're growing together. So like it's like what happened in the 90s. It's like there is something happening in the moment, and like I like to think that I'm a small part of what's going on.
I have no idea what I'd be creating. I bring along some photographs and ideas that I work from, and then decide on the bounce really. So I've made a landscape, and I'm going to do a picture from travels in California during the summer at the Yuba River, so a lot of my work's based in Northern California and Seattle area, as well as Chatham. I feel very fortunate to be able to make the work here, and I feel very fortunate to be shown at Frieze. It's a great opportunity for somebody who came from the dockyards and was told that the art world wouldn't put up with my attitude.
Yes, there's a good cross-section of society here. There are seasoned art world collectors, people we know, and they're serious, they've done their research. Many of them have been offered or looked at some of the offerings beforehand, so they'll come and actually want to close the deal on the artwork. I think the collectors in France are very different from the ones we see here in London. The ones in London, I feel, are very interested in new things, in newness, in emerging artists, whereas maybe in Paris, people are slightly more interested in a historical type of work. Art history to them is so crucially important, and I always feel one of the many great things about London is the zeitgeist, this love of the new.
So the two biggest art fairs in the world are Frieze and Art Basel, who have several iterations throughout the year. And now Art Basel Paris has moved to being just 1 week after Frieze. So it's really made Frieze concerned that they have big competition, and some galleries aren't going to do both. They're going to pick one or the other. So Frieze has felt that it has to step up its game this year. And that's where you feel like there's added pressure on it to perform. So we'll see how the numbers play out in terms of sales, but it'll be a very good comparison between the two to see who's doing better.
We want to talk about it.
It's been a really tricky year for galleries, especially in London, because we've had Brexit, there's a cost of living crisis, but even globally there's a lot of conflict, interest rates are high, and it means that people aren't buying as much as they usually do. So whenever you go around a fair and you see a lot of paintings on walls and a mixture of artists on each booth, that's a sign that a gallery is playing it quite conservative, because they have to focus on sales. And you see that this year.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.